Yo, what's up guys? How you guys doing today? So we are pretty much going to be exploring a little bit, not of the map, but a little bit of something that I've created just because I had some questions about it. So let's go ahead and show you what it is. If you guys have ever loaded into the zombie defense game, you guys have already seen some of the pictures. And I'm pretty sure when I spawn up here, this looks very similar to one of the pictures. And this is pretty much one of the builds that I made last year. And I'm pretty much going to go ahead and talk about it a little bit. And we're going to start at this house right here. Pretty much there's going to be multiple houses here that are going to have little furnaces, little fireplaces, and they're all going to have like basic build beds. We got kitchens in some of them as well. I'm going to start moving ahead and going over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you two more houses before we go into the main builds. Just because I want you guys to get an idea of what it looks like inside. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and start with the bar. So let's go ahead and head to the bar. Just letting you guys know the majority of the residential areas are going to be exactly the same. But there are going to be some unique builds such as our bar here. And as you guys can see, we have an elf back here that seems a little jolly today. A little too jolly, like he's done something very, very naughty. He did do something very, very naughty. Look at this. There are landmines behind the bar. That's definitely not supposed to be in here. I knew he did something bad, but welcome to the bar. Obviously, you're going to have an exploding introduction when you get in here. And if you go upstairs, you are going to have like a little popcorn machine up here, a little like chill area right here. And if you go outside here, you're going to have a little patio as well. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the train station for you guys that don't know. Platform 9 3/4 is what I call this little build right here. You're gonna have your chairs right here waiting for the train, some bushes as well. And if you actually go inside this door, you're gonna have like the ticket area, pretty much where they have all their records, tickets, and right here where they pretty much sell their tickets to anyone that's trying to get on the board. And if we actually go inside of this train, for some reason the door is closed. You are going to pretty much see where the passengers can go ahead and stay, and in the front pretty much where the main train is at, and pretty much this is going to open and close by itself. Don't ask me why, it just does it for some reason. Right here we're going to have one of, I believe it's going to be 4 ponds that we have. This is going to be one of our medium-sized one, and right here is going to be our smaller one. Continuing over here, we're going to have our library. And this is pretty much our little library area. It's pretty nice, pretty small, but upstairs is where pretty much a lot of people hang out at because it's a lot more roomier, a lot more books, and a lot more, how can I say this? A lot more live, I guess you could say, because we do have some trees here that pretty much brighten up the room. Now we're going to go ahead and continue moving on. This is another just regular house right here. Another regular house right here, and some snowmen as well. As you guys can see through that window. Coming out here, we got some more houses, some more windows. And I believe right here is where we're going to have our jail cell, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and zoom out just to go ahead and find it. And there it is. Let's go ahead and go into the jailhouse. This is pretty much where we have all our naughty kids. This is where Santa pretty much deploys his elves as necessary. And if you guys could actually see, we do have someone that has not been nice this Christmas, unfortunately. So he's definitely going to stay here for a while unless he somehow gets out of the cell. We'll figure it out later if he actually is able to get out. Moving on. This is going to be our main Christmas tree here. As you guys can see, it is sparkly, it is shiny, and all those little Christmas balls do change color over time. Coming down here is going to be our courthouse, pretty much where we tell if people are naughty or if they're nice. And this is pretty much going to be the location. You're going to have 2 sides for the defendant and the opposing side. So pretty much this is going to be self-explanatory. Moving on over here, you guys are definitely going to be able to see something a little bit more unique if I'm able to find it. Here we are. So here's going to be one of our more larger ponds, as you guys can tell. Obviously the one over here is a large pond too. On the bottom of the Christmas tree you do have some presents and some, well, I wouldn't say some, one little place where you can cross the bridge to pretty much get to the present side. Coming over here, you do have a little stable area, and unfortunately since there are no like animals in zombie defense, like no kind of mods, no kind of decorations, this was the best that I could do. And I'll go ahead and show you inside. It's pretty much like your typical house, just a little bit more roomier. You do have your living room, and then you also have a location where you can pretty much make food in the kitchen. Over here is a little like chill area if you have some company over, and as well the master bedroom right here. Continuing on from where we left off, we're going to go ahead and just zoom out and pretty much head towards our church. And for you guys that don't know, this is where they celebrate Saint Nick. Ho ho ho, and we do have a second floor to this area as well. else's books in the back, and this is pretty much where people pray to Santa Claus. Going upstairs is a little location for the priest right here, and a little like parkour thing that you can do to jump up if you wanted to like climb up. Going outside now, a little too far. We do have another little pond here, some trees outside, and I believe this is probably going to be our last big structure right here. This is going to be our bank, where we pretty much have our coal and all those gifts for the good kids. So let's go ahead and try to get inside here without actually going through the wall. And this is pretty much where we're going to have all our like silver, coal, all that stuff. And over here is going to be our more expensive items as well, protected by 2 killer turrets. And over here we have a cave turret just defending. And that's pretty much the build, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Really do appreciate it. And if you guys think I should make another kind of Winter Wonderland for 2023, just let me know. And once again, guys, I'm so sorry. Words are hard today. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.